Okay, I'm sitting here at the back of my truck now. Just finished this job. I told you it'd probably take about an hour. It's about 800 square feet. I used a Bonzer, and I said I would report back and let you know what I thought of the Bonzer. Okay, I've used it on several occasions. I've used the zipper on several occasions. I've used the CX15. The advantage of having the spool that I have is I have the capability to grab any tool that I like for any job that I like. So anyway, I took the Bonzer out here. I've used it on a lot of occasions, and I'm going to tell you the Bonzer is a lot like the zipper in the fact that there's a learning curve to it. I know people who bought the Bonzer and sent it straight back. I know people who bought the Bonzer and love it to death, and you can't get it from them. And then I know other boards say, well, it's junk, it's not built well, but actually it is built very well. It's cast aluminum, it holds up well. Is it built as well as the zipper? No, it's definitely not built as well as the zipper, but it's not even in the same price range. I called a Toyota Camry, and I called the zipper Alexis. Okay, they're both great. They're both going to get you to your destination. They're both going to do their job. They just have different price points, and not everybody can afford one or the other, so it's nice to have, you know, a variety. All right, so back to the Bonzer. One thing you have to note when you're using a Bonzer or using a zipper inside of a CGD we know stands for commercial glue down on concrete. Whenever you're using that, you have to remember that concrete's not always level. So what happens is when you've got something that's stationary like that, you're going to get some movement on it, and it's not going to clean or dry as well in that spot. What you can do is just turn it around and go a different direction on the fiber. Also, being fiber has a couple different directions on it. When you go against the nap, it's a little tough to push. The cool thing about the Bonzer is it's got a little lever at the bottom, just like the zipper has a different thing. You have to use a tool to adjust it. The Bonzer has a little lever at the bottom, you can adjust it. And it also has a vacuum port on it. Just pull the hose up a little bit, you can adjust the vacuum if it's locking down too hard. You also have the choice of glides. You can use 2 lip glides. You could use, two hole glides. You can use a slotted glide and the hole glide, or you can use 2 slotted glides. So you have that advantage. And same thing with the zipper. You can do the same thing with the zipper also. Curious to see how the mighty mini zipper does, whatever they call the tool. I'm not sure of the name, but I just know it's similar to the zipper tool. How much, I don't know. We'll find out. But I know it did upset Eric when I talked to him, and he felt like it was a pretty good copy of his unit. But we'll see. You know, that's not me. That's just my opinion. I haven't even seen the tool. I stuck in pictures and a little bit of video on it. I'm curious to see how it's going to look and how it's going to function. Hopefully I can get one, bring it to our school, and try it out and give it a fair shot. Another cool thing about the Bonzer is, notice how the top of the van is here. You've only got so much room if you've got a regular standard size van. If that's the case with the Bonzer, you can just unscrew these 2 screws, just loosen them right on the back here, and it adjusts up and down. So that's a pretty cool feature where you can adjust the handle up and down. You can go ahead and set it inside of your truck. I think that's a great feature. It is cast aluminum. It's got the vacuum port on top of it, just like somewhere similar to the zipper. And then some people complain about the handles. I'd rather see the grips just turned. I like the grips. I'm a motorcycle rider myself. I like the grips. I wish they would turn down a little bit, and I might try to give that a shot. But other than that, it's really easy to get in and out of homes with it and to get around furniture. This was a physical therapy building that I just did, and it had a lot of furniture, and I had to move around all different types of furniture. So I felt like it was pretty maneuverable, probably more maneuverable than the zipper, but they're still both great cleaning tools, so don't get me wrong on it. I like the fact that the Bonzer can clean front and backwards, because it has jets going both directions. And I don't think the zipper has that. I know it doesn't, but it does. There is a zipper model available that has the spinners on it. So with the spinners, I'm sure that could do a great job also, but you need a strong enough truck mount to run those spinners and enough flow to run it. So the Bonzer doesn't take a whole lot of flow, so that's a good point. Okay, so all in all, I'd give it a, I don't know, 8 out of 10 maybe, but it just depends on you. You know, there's going to be times when you use it. You use a tool in one place, you might not use a tool in another place. You know, you have to get the tool to fit the thing. You're not going to use a saw where you need a hammer. You're not going to use a hammer where you need a saw. But still, it is a great tool. So kind of keep that in mind. You can't go wrong. And I think they have some type of guarantee. If you don't like it, you can just send it back. All right. I don't know how zipper works, but I think Eric is similar also. He seems to be a pretty good guy. Every time I've talked to him, we've always got along very well. All right. And one more thing I wanted to mention too. I had mentioned earlier on that when I got here, they'd already performed the water damage a week ago. Home Depot turned them on using all Dries tools. or I should say equipment, and they got it from Home Depot, and they gave them all the advice, told them how to do the job. That kind of surprised me if you haven't already saw my other video. When I followed up with this job, I'm not sanitizing in the fact that I'm dealing with the water damage, but I did offer a deodorizer. And I kind of wanted to point out here what I used here. This is a great product that I made, how my chemist makes, called USOR, urine stain and odor remover, and it has ecocide in it. And what I did with this is, it has the ability to cut a molecule in half. So when it hits a urine molecule or an odor molecule, it just cuts it right in half, so now the nose can't identify the odor anymore. And what's cool about it, if you just put it on the urine, you can go inside of a home, spray it down on each urine stain after you locate them, put it on top of it. Yeah, you can say that, Raymond, just have it shaved in a little while. But you can spray the stuff right on top of the urine stain, right? And then pre-spot it with it, of course. Then go ahead and start cleaning. And as you're cleaning, you can also post-spray with it also, because it doesn't leave any residue. It has ecocide, it has a nice, fresh, very light smell to it. But the fact is, it really does a great job of killing the urine, and it's pretty safe. It's really low on the hazardous scale. It's actually, I think it might be 1 or less than 1. I just have to double check it, but extremely safe, has low odors. Customers really like the smell. Here's a cool thing about it too. By adding the ecocide to it, it actually works on future pet stains, in other words, or deposits. And we all know, if people still have a pet, what's going to happen? The dog's going to come back and he's going to go ahead and urinate again. Okay? So the cool thing is, this right here will work on future deposits. It reactivates. So that's what the advantage of having ecocide in there. So it's a 2-part product. One part inside there just actually cuts the molecule right in half of the, whether it's urine, any type of odor, cuts it in half. It's no longer recognizable to the nose and destroys it. So I really like that. That's pretty cool. But having the ecocide in there, remember, it works on future deposits. Sorry, I'm sweating here. I haven't cleaned carpets in probably 6 months or so. But it actually felt good to get out here and clean. Gave all my employees off because it's Father's Day, so they can spend time with their family. And I'm going to go home and spend some time with mine afterwards here. Just wanted to kind of give you a rundown on the Bonzer and how it performed. Did a great job. One thing that really surprised me about the Bonzer, and it's done over and over and over again, it really dries the carpet fast. I've never seen a tool dry the carpet as fast as the Bonzer, so kind of keep that in mind. And I went back and I sprayed, of course, with the USOR. And I pre-cleaned with Pro Power, just ran a detergent through my machine with a little bit of Benefact in there. And Benefact, of course, is an antimicrobial, where there is some oxidizers inside of my USOR, so they're compatible. That's really important. You want to make sure your products are always synergistic. And I ran it, Richard, at 700. I think 700 is a good number, especially with the size jets that I moved up to. I can't remember what size they were. I'll have to double check them. But with the heat and the flush and the flow, it really dried quickly. I was very pleased with how fast it dried. It's a great little machine. Great tool. Great tool for the price. Keep that in mind. Please keep in mind that, we're a father and son team, so if you could help support us when it comes to schooling, tmfacademy.com. Tried to make it affordable. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you use our chemistry, remember that since I've spent 35 years in the trenches, I'm very conscientious about using and making products that have no additives, no fillers, and they're just pure concentrate and really get their job done. I think everybody's going to be very impressed with the new pre-spray that we have coming out Tuesday. I can't wait till the labels to get done. The product's already made. The labels will be here Tuesday. We're going to snap them on there, send out. We've almost got 200 cases we got to send out to everybody. Really appreciate the support. It really helps a father-son team like us build up something, because I want to build up the school and some reserve funds, and instead of giving them to people to do so-called research and not use the money for bettering our image in the public, which is what really these big schooling institutions should have been doing for us with the millions of dollars that we have given them over the decades. Okay, all right, where's it all gone? When was the last time you seen a good housekeeping? How about an ad somewhere? Can they do an ad to look for this school trained person? No, I'm not doing that, but I'm going to do that. Okay, so keep your eyes open. If you help support us, I'll divert those funds so all of us cleaners will make more money and will be recognized as better cleaners. Also, if you don't like my classes, I'll just give you your money back. I'm that confident. It's better than any school and any class out there, and it's much more affordable too, so keep that in mind. So if you'll support our products, support our sponsors, help us. I truly appreciate it. Remember, you can always message me. I'm very far behind on my messages. Usually at the weekends, I'll check them. So if I don't get back with you right away, please don't be offended. You know, between running the school, my water damage company, my moisture and termite damage company, our online academy, truckmountforums.com, the forum, answering things on the Facebook page, channel, and our fan page, our magazine. You know, all that keeps me extremely busy, so please don't be offended if I don't get back to you right away, but I really do enjoy the questions. If you can ask them on the forum or Facebook, I appreciate it first. If that doesn't work, feel free to ask them on here. I'll buy them and use them, see how bad it is, just so I can get my money back. All right, go ahead, Joseph. I won't mind. Hey, at least it's better in the industry, right? No doubt about it. You know, my main goal was when I set out 10 years ago, when I started making the YouTube videos, and they just crossed 2 million views. Appreciate all the support on that, and hopefully it's helped people. My whole goal was just to raise the standard in the industry so we could all demand better prices and be a future thinker, so our kids could have a better company or a better perception in the public's eye. We don't have that. We've been let down by the industry bigs, and because of that, I'm kind of ostracized. I'm viewed as the rebel in the industry, but I don't care. And you know, notice I catch a lot of flack for it, and other places where there's green handshakes, you're not allowed to mention my name. If you do, you get banned. You know, it's ridiculous. Where here you've got free speech, and I don't just push one product. I'll support any product that's out there, whether they advertise with us. We appreciate they advertise with us. It helps us. And yeah, no doubt about it, Joseph. It's all about setting up the systems, and that's what these videos or these training courses that I made really accomplish. They really give you a system to take your business to the next level. America, amen to that, Chris. No doubt about it, pal. Man, if you can't get rich in America, there's something wrong with you, buddy. You know, and I don't just mean you, I mean all of us, okay? Because if you went to Vietnam, China, Bangladesh, India, North Korea, I might have some pity for you, okay? Because you can't get rich or you can't make a lot of money. But in America, if you can't make a lot of money, it's kind of mostly your fault, if you really think about it, okay? So just kind of bear that in mind. There's just great opportunities here. I know it's Sunday, but stop preaching, Rob. All right, Raymond. I sure will, brother. Hey, I'm just sitting here sweating, relaxing, about to go take a shower and call it a day. I know there's too much information. I'm drinking my pure Brazilian coconut water. You know, it's trying to drink the good stuff. That's the advantage. Not trying to get rich, want to get wealthy. Yeah, you know, that's what I mean, Joseph. You know, all we want to be is, you know, a good amount above the poverty level, right? You know, I was watching on, I'm not preaching, Raymond, just that's going to be my last thought right here, okay? I was watching 2020 about 10 years ago. It was very interesting because John Stossel, whatever that guy's name is, yeah, he was going around trying to find the happiest person on the planet. I mean, that's a pretty tall task, to go around and try to find the happiest person on the planet. I'm going like, this could be spiked. You never know. All right, but anyway, he was going around looking for the happiest person on the planet. And guess where he found the guy? Found him in prison. He'd also interviewed about 20 people who had won the lottery. And 19 out of the 20 people admitted their life was worse, not better, after they won the lottery. But the guy in prison was the happiest guy he found. Why is that? Well, what they come to find out was money only makes you happy to a certain point. To the point where you've got a home, the basic necessities, food, shelter, clothing, car, phone, internet, stuff like that, and a little bit past that. After that point, sometimes your problems just multiply. So I thought that was very interesting. Yes, I am wearing 2 shirts. Yep, always wearing an undershirt, so you can't see me sweat on the outside. So lo and behold, the guy who was in prison, he was the one who was the happiest, and his expression was 2 men looking out the bars, one saw mud, one saw stars. So generally it boils down to your attitude. He said he was happy no matter where he was. He was serving 10 years, and he said he deserved it. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, well, hey, that's enough for me. I will step off the pedestal, as Raymond said, and get moving here. Give me some of that lottery money. Amen, Kevin. Ain't that the truth, brother, right? Right. Look, listen. There's a guy here in Washington, D.C., not too far from us. He went and played the lottery. He sold his house for $250,000, played the lottery trying to win millions. Guess what? He won $125,000 back, half his money. So you know what I call the lottery? The idiot tax. You play the lottery, you're an idiot. Because you know who wins? The lottery people win. That's who wins. Just like Vegas. Who wins? Look around you. Vegas wins. Okay? All right. I said I was going to stop preaching. I'm done. Thanks a lot, everybody. Hope you have a great day. And if you have any problems, questions, or anything you want to see in the future, let me know. Bonzer did a great job here. Remember, water damage is being done. CYA. Okay? What the heck? All right, y'all take care now.